Alrighty, we're on. Apologies for being so late. I had to do some cool school, whatever. Alrighty, here we are. I made it with 10 minutes, 11 minutes actually to spare. So cool. All right. Hold on, let me just get everything pulled up. All right, cool. Gonna drink some water while we wait for everybody to get in here. Alrighty. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. Today we find out the truth. What's up, Icy? Today we find out the truth. What is gonna happen? Alright, sorry about that. What's up, everybody? Sorry, I had to mute for a second there. Alrighty. Is Xbox seriously going third party? We're about to find out. We are about to find out. As soon as, of course, I don't know when the stream or whatever they're doing is going to show up, but yeah, are they going third party? We are about to find out. Silent? Stop it. No. None of this sussy talk. No. Stop it. Stop it. Ow. I just hit my knuckle against my headphones. It hurt. Owie. Anyway. How's everybody doing on this fine Thursday afternoon? How was your Valentine's Day? Hey, I spent yesterday making a video. I think that should tell you all you need to know. Which, by the way, the video will be out as soon as this stream is done. Yes, it will, Mr. Gamer. Yes, it will. You are absolutely correct about that. I'm going to see if Caden can get in here. If you wanna hop in. Alright, cool. Silent, no. Stop it. You can type by the way. You can type by the way, because that's not a meme with me. That's a Minx thing. So you can type that. Don't worry about that. In fact, I'm actually gonna. I should put up a poll. You know what? Hold on. Will Xbox go third party?
I chose Wix for.
Nope. Shut up. You had your first Valentine's Day where you actually did anything? I'm assuming that's a good thing. Alright, will Xbox go... Alrighty. I'm just gonna leave this poll up for until we get the actual answer. All the fanboys melting down is hilarious. Yeah, exactly. It is. It is absolutely hilarious to watch all the fanboys melt down. Doesn't matter which side you're on. The meltdowns occur no matter what, and it's glorious. Alrighty. Alright, 7 minutes. Is it bad? I kind of want Vessel of Hatred expansion for Diablo 4 to be on Xbox and PC just to make the... Yeah, I'm assuming you mean just on Xbox and PC. Yes, that is bad. Don't want that. You shouldn't want games to be taken away. Stop it. It's not good. Alright. Come on. I actually want to see what's the poll saying. What are you guys saying about it? Okay, the poll is actually kind of close. It's 44 to 56 right now. Oh, now it's 50-50. Never mind. Nope, no, it's not. Okay. Yeah, guys, everybody, hey, we got 27 people in here, but only 10 votes. Let's fix that. Pokemon Go to the polls or whatever. I don't know. Alrighty. Well, I gotta check some messages real quick. I guess I'll entertain you all with a tale while we wait. I woke up this morning and I walked out of my room, and I live in a suite with like 6 other people, right? So I walk into like the main part, and there's just a shopping cart there. There's just a shopping cart chilling there, so I can only imagine what went down last night. But yeah, I guess now I can carry a lot of stuff with me wherever I need to go. That's sick. Pal World go to the polls. That doesn't even make I get the joke, but that doesn't even make sense. Like, Pokemon go to the polls. That... whatever. If Xbox goes third party, I'll go to PC. I'll never support PlayStation. Hey, I mean, understandable. Coming to PC, not a bad option. You get to have all the games and some extra benefits, so... You know, I strongly recommend it. If you're able to, then yeah. Caden's in class. Man, but he called me the elbow... No, you. There we go. Got him. Absolutely destroyed him with that one. He says El Bozo, I say no you. I mean, what's he gonna say to that? Also, where... you'd think they would have it set up. You think they would have, like, a stream, or at least, like, a premiere or something ready to go. Yeah. Okay, the poll has changed. Now, more people are saying Xbox will go third-party. Interesting. Ultimately, the poll, or speculation, it means nothing once we actually get the news. Ultimately, all that matters is whatever they say during this interview. Imagine, wouldn't it be hilarious if we didn't even get an interview, like Phil does, like, all the corporate speak and everything, and we just don't actually find out what the future is? He's like, oh, well, we're very uncertain about the future, and we endeavor to make the best experience possible. Why are console fanboys always crapping on PC players? Yes. Yes is the answer. Because why not, you know? You got nothing else. If you have that much time on your hands, you know, what else are you going to do, right? Also, has Minx like gotten mad at me yet or something? Hold on, let me see. I don't think so. Damn it. I was kind of hoping Minx would get mad at me for starting the stream. That would have been funny. Alright. He's gonna tell us wait till next... Dude, I swear to God. We've already had to wait over a week. God, alright. I guess it's 2:57. We still have 3 minutes. What's everybody been playing recently? I guess I'm just trying to pass the time until we get our information. I've been finishing out Red Dead 2. I actually got 2 accidental missions yesterday. Whatever. Or 2. I got 2 achievements by accident yesterday. I've been playing a lot of Bloons, a lot of BO3. I've been playing a little bit of Mortal Kombat and a good amount of Halo as well. And actually, I gotta hop into Counter-Strike because I have CS club tonight. And I try to get my case. I try to get my weekly case at the club, so that we can open it there and watch me be disappointed. Been playing Power World and Persona 3 Reloaded. Nice. I've heard that Persona 3 is really good. I haven't actually played it myself, but I've heard good things about the remake. Anything? No, nothing. All right, whatever. Let me see. What are y'all typing? Silent Hill short message. Nice, nice. Monster Hunter World. Arkham Knight, Tekken 8, Tomb Raider Remastered, Assassin's Creed 1, Mario Bros. 2, Gotham Trilogy. AC4 and Syndicate, nice. Diablo 4 and Diablo 2, nice. Yeah, I've actually gotten a bit more into Risk of Rain as well. Risk of Rain is one of those games where I get super into it for like a month or two, and then I stop playing for like 5 months, and then I get like super into it again. Persona 3 is great, but it's long AF. Yeah, I definitely feel like there are certain games that could almost benefit if they were a bit shorter. You know? Like, they almost have too much. Like, oh, I forgot I reinstalled Siege as well. I have to get back into that. But, like Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, for example. You know, there's not, like, the main stories themselves, there's only 45 levels. And they're not, like, absurdly long or anything. But then you look at the, like, how much side content there is, and there's almost, like, an overload of side content. Because there's, like, over 700 puzzles and stuff like that, so... It's kind of crazy. Helldivers 2, nice. A lot of people have been into Helldivers 2. Maybe I should play it. Who knows? Should I play it? I mean, what am I saying? Y'all are going to say yes? I know Delta definitely wants me to.
Vanguard Nice has become a member.
Hey, Vanguard, thank you for being a member for 10 months, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Alright, come on. Any second now. It's 3 o'clock. Anything? What's happening? They just uploaded? Did they? No, it doesn't look like it. Let me check my subscription feed. Oh no, wait, there. Yeah, okay, 55 seconds ago, but it's not showing up. Alright, here we go. Alright. Let's see what we got.
Hello
Wow.
and welcome to the official Xbox
Alright, I'm gonna turn that
podcast.
down.
I'm your host Tina.
Tell me if
and
it's
we
too
have a
quiet.
very special episode today, as you can probably tell by the fact that I'm joined by.
I think it gets a bit spotty on PC. Yeah, well, yeah, I think it's weird because, like, on PC when you're refreshing YouTube, it because like on mobile YouTube it pops up the second the video is uploaded, but on PC YouTube you have to wait until like the notification comes through. It's a little
Bill,
weird.
Sarah, and Matt, welcome.
Here we go.
And we're going to talk
Let's
about
do this.
some updates at Xbox.
We're
wanna
gonna
talk
watch the
about
whole
game
thing.
Exclusivity. We want to talk about Activision Blizzard.
Yes.
That they're part of our portfolio.
Yes,
How that
yes.
might be an impact on Game Pass. And we want to talk about hardware too, and how all of this fits into the
Yes,
strategy.
we want to talk about. This is good. They're okay right up front. They're acknowledging everything that we want to talk about. This is good, and I'm assuming exclusivity has it applied to future. Yeah, okay, cool. I don't want to spoil anything. Let's just get into it.
Well, when we originally had planned for the show, starting back in December,
Hello, Phil.
I think we probably would
It's
have
Mr.
started
Spender.
with Activision Blizzard.
Yes.
Maybe talked a little bit about the exclusivity with some of the news coming up, and then
Uh-huh.
hardware. But we've had some unforeseen news that has come out. So let's just go and tackle the
Yes.
exclusivity question.
Yeah, let's talk.
I know
Okay.
it's on the minds of a lot of people. We hear from the
Phil's
community.
gonna get naked, dude. I wish.
Important
I
input
wish.
for us. So we made the decision that we're going to take 4 games to the other consoles.
4 games. Okay.
Just 4 games. Not a change to our kind of fundamental exclusive strategy.
Okay.
It is, we're making these decisions.
What?
for
Which games though?
specific reasons.
Which games?
We make every decision really with the long-term health of Xbox in mind. And long-term health of Xbox means a growing platform.
So, all right, you guys heard that though, right? He said they're going to keep doing the same thing, but 4 of their games are coming to other consoles. So let's see what that is.
Performing, building the best platform for creators, reaching as many players as we can. We're always looking to learn as a leadership team and to grow. And we think this is an interesting point in time for us to use what some of the other platforms have right now
Yes.
to help grow our franchises. So we're going to do that.
Okay.
So these 4 titles.
But which game?
What
Yes.
are they? Can they
Yes.
name
What
some?
are they?
I'm not going to name those games. The
Oh,
teams
come on! You're not even going to tell? Okay. Well,
that are
fantastic.
building those games have announced plans that are not too far away. As we know, game teams put a lot of energy.
We can't even know what the
with
game.
partners.
Okay.
So I don't want to take anything away from those teams. So I won't be talking about the titles specifically.
Calling it Hi-Fi Rush, Sea of Thieves, Pentiment, and I don't know the other one. Sea of Thieves and Hi-Fi Rush, I believe. And then I'm not sure what the others would be. But, God, that is disappointing. We can't even know what the games are going to be.
But I think when they come out, it'll make sense.
Can we say if either?
Yeah,
of
exactly.
those are Starfield or Indiana Jones?
They are not Starfield or Indiana Jones.
Okay,
Well,
there you go. So that's that rumor completely shut down. Starfield and Indiana Jones are not coming to other consoles.
What was the criteria?
There you
in
go.
How the
So can Twitter just calm down for a second now, please?
team was thinking about selecting those 4 titles.
Let me start a little bit outside of that, and then I'll get to the 4 specific games that we're talking about right now.
Yes.
Because the fundamental decision driver for any decision that we make, anything.
If they had Halo on PS, dude, Halo on PS5 would go so hard. That would be awesome.
A growing platform that has reached.
They probably won't because that's like their flagship
games are
thing,
having
but
as much success
yeah.
as possible. And I do have a fundamental.
Reforged
belief
took an
that
L. Of course he did.
5 or 10 years. Exclusive
course he did.
games that are exclusive to one piece of hardware are going to be a smaller and smaller part of the game industry. And that's not some great industry.
I could believe that.
The last 10 years and what the biggest games are today, it's a natural.
I mean, I believe it because, you know, Sony's already putting a lot of this stuff on PC, so yeah.
Whether it's
Can I turn it up? Yeah, sure. I'll turn it
one
up.
console and
There you go.
PC, multiple consoles, mobile console and PC, you see big games landing on multiple platforms.
Yes.
And we want to be a great platform for creators that are trying to realize that potential.
Sony's going to go
Now,
back to
back
calling
the
them
specific
garbage now.
question
Yep,
on
exactly.
These four specific titles. We looked at games that are over a year old. So
Okay,
they've
so
been
over a
on
year old.
Xbox and PC for a while.
So that's
a couple of
really, and he already said no Starfield. So that, I mean, anything Hi-Fi Rush and prior is possible then.
Games are community-driven games, new games that kind of first
Community-driven.
franchise that have reached their full potential, let's say, on Xbox and PC.
So
Always grow.
when I hear that, I immediately think, where can you watch the original video? On the Xbox channel. They just uploaded it. When I hear that, I immediately think Sea of Thieves. That game is pretty much peaked at this point on Xbox and PC, I would say. And it's been out for almost 6 years. So Sea of Thieves is most likely going to be one of the games.
Franchises that we obviously want to continue to invest in. Part
Yes.
of having the ability to continue to invest is that the businesses behind those franchises continue. We think it's important that these services.
Also, I just realized, I'm sorry, hold on. Hold on. Is it showing up? Is it not? Oh, come on. Hold on. I'm trying to... Yeah, I'll figure it out later.
games that have
Whatever.
communities behind them, but they can have confidence.
No Halo Gears and Forza. Well, never say never.
They're
Could
gonna
happen.
exist in the future. So 2 of them, kind of community-driven games that will end up
So-
on other platforms and give us the ability to continue.
Okay. 2... Is Sea of Thieves good? Yes, it is. So 2 community given. So I'm thinking Sea of Thieves and what other community driven? Potentially Halo, I think. Potentially. The From Hizuru.
to invest in them. We think that's great for the business and great for the community.
All
for
right.
players to play with.
Yes. Yes, this is
I'd
good.
say 2 of the other games are smaller games.
Smaller.
that
Hi-Fi
were
Rush?
never really meant to be built as kind of platform exclusive.
Yeah, okay, so that's absolutely Hi-Fi Rush.
But games that our teams really wanted to go build, that we love supporting creative endeavors across our studios, regardless of size. And
Aren't Grounded and Psychonauts both on... Stefan, aren't Grounded and Psychonauts both on other platforms already?
and
or am I
as they
wrong about
realize
that?
their full
MCC would be awesome. True, yeah. MCC actually would make more sense than Infinite.
potential on Xbox and PC, we see an opportunity to
Hi-Fi
utilize
Rush and
those
Pentiment. I definitely
plays
think Hi-Fi
just
Rush is going to go to PlayStation
drive
and Switch.
more business value out of those games, allowing us to invest in maybe future iterations.
Redfall? Oh, dear
sequels
God
to
almighty,
those,
no.
Or just other games like that in our portfolio.
Dude, imagine if it's like Redfall and then Gears 5 or something as the multiplayer. Dude, people would be so mad.
And when we don't damage Xbox and we can grow our business using what other platforms have and to help us with that, we're going to do that.
Yes.
And that's really the story behind
This makes sense.
these 4 games. And last thing I'll say, looking forward, I think there are there is an interesting story for us of introducing Xbox franchises to players on other platforms to get them more interested in Xbox.
Yeah,
We
I
think
mean,
there's
yeah,
a
that
good
makes sense.
brand value for Xbox there. So 4 games, no promise beyond that. So if you're on those other platforms and you see these 4 games coming, please don't take it as some signal that everything's coming. It's not. And we're going to learn.
So when you are thinking about
There you go. All right, we have the answer. 4 games are
in
coming.
this concept,
2 community-driven, 2 smaller. So definitely Sea of Thieves and Hi-Fi Rush, and then whatever the other 2 are. So there you go. 4 games are coming. Nothing else, at least for now.
of live service games, games that can benefit from bigger audiences, new audiences, how does that apply to future titles and how you're applying that criteria there?
Yeah, there's really no fundamental change to how we think about exclusivity. We just came out of Developer Direct, which was an awesome show.
Yep.
Where we showed great games that are coming to Xbox and PC and cloud, which really makes them accessible to hundreds of millions of people.
Yes.
So it's this kind
is
of
true.
We're really focused on a couple platforms and what's going to show up there. But our key
case by case basis. I guess so.
People you want, anywhere you want, when everybody plays, we all win. These have been part of our strategy for years and will continue to be. Our focus is on how do we continue to grow the games industry by reaching more players in more places.
Yep.
And how do we grow Xbox as part of that?
Well, I mean, how do you do that? You put the games on every platform. But obviously that's not what you're doing.
Xbox
So.
is a hardware platform. Xbox is a publisher of great games. And Xbox as a platform for the world's best creators.
Mm-hmm. And then knowing that, how do we think about our first-party games and Game Pass?
Yeah, well, to build on what Phil just said, one thing I would add, when you were talking about
I'm interested in this part. Let's see.
We've sort of seen this inversion over the last 5 years.
Oh, it's Matt Booty.
It used to be that the platform was the biggest thing.
Add Halo 5 to Steam, for God's sake. You have to go through. You have to jump through so many hoops to play Halo 5 on PC, and it's not even worth it ultimately. Yeah, and plus that reminds me, they need to relist. Why did they delist Forza Motorsport 7? Whatever.
And the games,
there's a lot of old games that need to be
within the platform today. Big games like a Roblox or a Fortnite could actually be bigger than any one platform. And
yes,
that really
that
has
is
changed
true.
The way that we think about things. So in the midst of all that, I think we at First Party can come back to sort of some core principles. First, that all of our games will be on the Xbox platform. Second, all of our games will go into Game Pass on day 1.
Yes,
and third, we know that Game Pass will only be available on Xbox. So there's sort of
and PC.
As Phil mentioned, there are games today that you can play that only can be found on Xbox. And at the same time, we want to bring more of our games to more players. So we're going to continue to look at that. Kind of moving aside though, from some of those and thinking more about what does it really
what are we
mean
talking
for the
about
player.
now?
To me, the two
we're
key
still talking.
things
Okay.
are cross-play and cross-save.
Yes.
Those things
Cross-play and cross-save.
deliver
Those are
on the
important.
promise of
Especially the
Xbox,
cross-save, I
which
think.
is play with your friends where they are, play on the devices you want, play the games you want. So that is really only possible at a practical level when you know that your saves and your player are going to be able to move across all those parts. So not all of our games today are necessarily built to take advantage of that. There still will be some games that don't. As we bring more teams into the Xbox family, there's some.
You think
catch
Matt
up
is a
to
booty
do
guy
as we
or a
get there.
booty?
That
I mean, it's in the name, I
cross-play,
think.
cross-save
I think what type of
so
guy he is
fundamental
in the
to what
name.
we're doing, and I think is something that we as First Party get such a good benefit from being so close to the platform.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's one of the things, like you said, all of our games are always.
Well, I mean, you doubt Xbox will go third party. We already got the answer, pretty much. It seems like they're not, unless they talk
Pass.
about.
And so
I wonder if they'll address, if they're going to keep making consoles or not.
Excited to announce, with the coming together that we had with Activision Blizzard King, that Activision and Blizzard games are coming to Game Pass, starting with Diablo 4 on March 28th, which I'm super excited to share today. And it's all part of our commitment to make Xbox,
Diablo is
the
coming
Xbox
to
experience
Game
and the
Pass?
games that we
Nice.
build as widely available as possible. So now the 34 million Game Pass members can all enjoy the fantastic experience of Diablo.
All right, well, I guess that's like an indirect update right there. So she just confirmed it's 34 million Game Pass subs. So write that down. It's 34 million Game Pass subs.
Amazing. Can we
She
come
just
back
said
to
it
the
right
point,
there.
Phil, you mentioned at the top, this isn't really a change in strategy for us. Can you recap for me how it isn't?
Yeah, and I thought both Matt and Sarah did a really nice job of talking about what we're doing on Xbox.
Is Diablo 4 good? I wouldn't know. I'm the wrong guy to ask.
If
Somebody
you
in
take
chat
a
help him
platform
out.
feature like Xbox Play Anywhere, which has been a promise that we've made on our first-party games, that you can buy our game once, you're going to play across Xbox and Windows. I think we're the only platform that does this.
It's pretty nice,
That
I will
makes it
say.
possible for you
I bought
not
Sea of
only to
Thieves on
play
Xbox years
with
ago.
your
Now I
friends
can still
wherever
play it
they
on
are,
PC.
But to know that you actually have multiple entitlements to the games, I think that's a technology I would love to see applied to more platforms. But it is this view that people are going to play Xbox in multiple places. Whether it's play the games you want with the people you want, anywhere you want, whether it's content, community, and cloud.
What do I think
whether
of
it's
Sarah Bond? I don't have an
development,
opinion on her.
Like, we've had different taglines, different
I
strategy,
don't have an opinion on her.
kind of words that we've used, but always with this view that
Yeah, always with the
Xbox
words,
is a
Phil.
platform for creators
Always
who want
with
to
the
reach those
words.
players. Our investments in xCloud, our investments in franchises like Minecraft and now Call of Duty and other large franchises so that we learn how to build those. This has been a strategy that we've been on for, I'd say, a decade. It's not about one device. It's not about games in service of a device, but rather the devices that people want to play on should be in service of making the games as big and popular as they possibly could be. Because really a healthy creator community on Xbox, a healthy creator community in gaming all up, is the thing that all of us as game players should be voting for, because that's the thing that will lead to the best long-term success and growth in this industry.
And my understanding, just from listening and learning from you three over the past few weeks, just understanding what's happening with Xbox, is that we see trends with player behavior where
How is multi-platform availability?
People are
And how is it
playing
good for
multiple
business?
devices. That is reality.
People can,
And we
more
have
people
put
can
some
buy your
games
stuff.
out on multiple platforms before. So my understanding is that that's been good for players. How does that come back to the business with all of that in mind?
Yeah, as you said, we have shipped games on other platforms. In fact,
Yes,
realistically, if you look with the addition of Activision and Blizzard and ZeniMax, we're one of the largest game publishers on PlayStation. We're one of the largest publishers on the Nintendo Switch, especially when you put Minecraft
It is kind of
into the
funny.
equation as well. And now we're one of the largest publishers on mobile platforms as well. And that's not something that we want to back away from. We want to continue to be building great games that millions and millions of people can love, and that they can play those games where they want to go play. But we do understand the business success that Xbox has to have. Us as leaders in this business, the system today, the system that all companies that we play video games from, is a world of you got to be growing your business. Growth in our Xbox business is critical to the long-term health of Xbox.
Well,
Many people
obviously,
know I've
yes,
been on
growth
Xbox
is
for over 20 years. And I want to make sure Xbox
That, not
is in the best
surprising, yes.
position for the next 20 years. That means healthy player community, healthy creator community, and healthy business. So when we look at opportunities to allow more people to play, more people engage, more people to buy, more people to subscribe, it's all about putting Xbox in the best position. And our hardware is a critical component of that. The absolute best experience somebody has on Xbox is hardware that your team builds and that people play on. But that's not going to be everybody. We fully accepted that we're going to have Xbox players across all kinds of devices.
Well,
So
obviously,
I think a lot of people think about 2023 as this incredible year for gaming, and in a lot of ways it was. There was some really amazing
2023 was
releases
pretty
that
good.
we all enjoyed. But what were the signals behind the scenes that maybe indicated how we wanted to look at the future of Xbox and how we kind of keep up with the industry?
Yeah, such a good question. And I think it's, as people who care about the industry, which I assume is people who are watching this,
yes,
it was
yes.
an amazing year. Some great launches. Some of the games that I think will stand the test.
Not
of time.
amazing for, I'd say
Talking about it.
good for Xbox, not amazing, but...
But it's an industry that didn't really grow. And what happens when an industry doesn't
Well,
grow?
not really on the Xbox side. PlayStation grew plenty, but on the Xbox side, yeah.
You end up with some job eliminations, which we had. We had even our own hard decisions to make about building a sustainable business for ourselves, but in no way were we alone in that. When you think about a healthy industry, I want players who believe that they will find the best games on the platforms that they love. I want people who invest their careers in working here to feel like this is a place that they can be successful. And that really is down to being part of an industry that is growing. If you listen to Lisa Su, the AMD CEO, she'll say that AMD-powered consoles are likely to decline in 2024. I think there's an amazing set of games coming in 2024, but if we don't get to growing as an industry, the industry will struggle. And today there's really two choices on how do you grow the industry. Do you say I have a fixed number of players?
I feel like you could argue, and I feel like a lot of people do argue that there's like the industry might be too big at this point. Like there's so much freaking bloat everywhere that it's just like the industry is basically in complete shambles at this point. And it's weird because like I don't even know where I'm really going with this, but like you've got like AAA stuff as a whole seems to just be crumbling because of all the bloat and like everybody's trying to do like all this massive stuff and it's just not working out. You know what I mean?
Players that we have today, and do I find new ways to monetize those players to get more money from the players that I have? Or do you think about how do I expand the business I have by finding new players and adding those to the base of players that already play? Our focus on Xbox for the last decade has really been on that latter point of how do we make sure Xbox is growing for our players, growing for our creators, so those people are finding success on our platform, which will grow the Xbox business and put Xbox in a position to be very strong for years and decades to come.
Matt, earlier you were talking about these growing gaming communities, how they're incredibly large, and comparable.
Frick's being a sarcastic Frick. Frick can do what he wants.
About console audiences, like you mentioned Roblox, you mentioned Fortnite. So
Frick can do what he wants.
We're obviously thinking about our responsibility, our hardware responsibility is supporting the growth of gaming communities. How has that actually shown up for the players? Are there other games we can speak to from our portfolio?
Well, as Phil mentioned, I mean, two of the biggest ones for us, Call of Duty and Minecraft, I mean, they are driven just from the bottom up by the communities of people that play those games, which is so great. I think
like how Forza Motorsport flopped hard. In terms of, obviously, I don't think we have the sales or anything, but yeah, I know the reviews were not great from the player side at least. I think the critics liked it, but yeah, I know it's had a lot of controversy. I mean, I've enjoyed it, but there's a reason they're doing an overhaul of the progression system. Actually, I think, did that come out already? Or it like comes out today or something. They're doing like a complete overhaul of the progression because people just did not like it.
Think about it, for the player community, it comes down to where are the friends, where are the people you play with, and then equally important is where have you built up your library of games, right? Where have you invested? Where's that library? I think those two things probably are some of the biggest influences on where people choose to play and what devices they choose to play.
Yeah.
When we think about, on the other side, the developer side, just any game developer wants their game to find the biggest audience possible. That's just the nature of building a game. You want people to enjoy and participate in what you've made. And I think we're in a unique position to deliver on that just because we are the platform. We build hardware, we've got a first-party games group, and then we've got a system that ties that together, that brings together your friends, your progression, your achievements, all of that. And I think that's really what has contributed to the momentum behind some of these communities.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you look at, just step back and you look at the history of the industry, we've moved from a place where it used to be that someone built and launched a game to accelerate hardware, to actually the things we do with our hardware and with our platform are all in service of making those games bigger. And we think about that across all of the investments.
The Nürburgring Nordschleife came out today with progression overhaul is next month? Oh, okay.
We make the consoles we build, the investments we do with things like cross-play, cross-progression, the things that we're doing with cloud. How do we actually give more options to game creators so they can have the greatest success? I think one of the fun recent examples about this is actually Palworld. You know, Palworld was able to launch, they were a game preview, they launched in Game Pass, they also simultaneously launched on Steam.
How long until Harmon makes a video about this?
You know, Pocket Pair was able to have this outsized success, and it was the largest third-party Game Pass launch ever. And that's all because we give creators options on how they can launch their games. We've got subscription, we've got retail, we've got free-to-play, we've got game preview, we have the consoles, we have our experience on PC, and they can access all of those things. And when we step back and we just look at the performance of our platform all up, we know it's working. We're at the highest level of users on console, the highest level of users on PC, the highest level of users on cloud ever.
Okay, so they're highest on console and PC ever. So, but like, can we get specific numbers on that,
Double-digit
please?
growth rate on PC and cloud, places where we're enabling creators to
Okay.
actually reach new players beyond the console ecosystem. And that's why we're leaning into it and doing more, because we see all those signals.
So we're talking about the role.
Oh yeah, that's right, Icy. I forgot Harman already sold Nintendo to Microsoft. My
hardware
mistake.
plays for creators, for the
You're
games
right.
and those communities. What about the role that hardware plays for us as a business, for Xbox?
When we look at our hardware, it really is, and Phil said this earlier, it's where you
Do I think Xbox should dip their hand into the handheld? Yes, I do. I think Xbox should make a handheld device, and it should be like native hardware. I do think they should do that. I think that could be really interesting.
get like the most flagship seminal experience of Xbox. And it also represents a developer target. Our developers can build the specs of our hardware, and we invest to make sure they know when they do that, that the games are going to run great on our hardware, but they're also going to be able to be accessed across any screen because of all the other investments we make. So we're giving them an easy way to access as many players as possible. And we actually have more creators right now building for Xbox than ever before. By nature, thousands of them by nature of those investments. And we got more to come. There's some exciting stuff coming out in hardware that we're going to share this holiday. And we're also invested in the next generation roadmap. And what we're really focused on there is delivering the largest technical leap you will have ever seen in a hardware generation, which makes it better for players and better for creators and the visions that they're building.
Okay, so that's what I wanted. I wanted them to say something about the next generation. Okay, so they said largest tech leap we've ever seen. Don't know how true that is, but it sounds to me like there's going to be a next-gen Xbox, or there's going to be an Xbox after this generation. It's amazing how she can talk so much and say nothing. Dude, I'm falling asleep right now, man. Literally, like, only the first quarter of this has had, like, any substance.
And when we're talking about hardware, too, there's these
here we
other
go.
considerations that are really
Interesting.
important
Game
to our
libraries and
community,
preservation.
probably
Let's
to
see.
each one of ourselves as well. When you talk about library, because I want to dig in on that a little bit more. You know, as we talk about cloud in the wider entertainment industry, there's conversations about streaming. How is that impacting how I own my content? That
AI,
I
but
invest
no,
in?
not
So
it's not going to be
what can we
AI
say
powered.
about our stance around game preservation?
Just got back if they said anything about hardware. You actually just missed it. So you have to like look at exactly how they said it. So they didn't say, their exact word. You know, let me just go back and play it again.
We're going to share this holiday.
Here's exactly what they said.
We're also invested in the next generation roadmap. And what we're really focused on there is delivering the largest technical leap you will have ever seen in a hardware generation, which makes it better for players and better for creators and the visions that they're building.
So that's what they said. So that sounds like a next-gen Xbox to me.
Talking about hardware, too, there's these other considerations that are really...
I'm switching to PC next-gen. This generation has been so disappointing. Understandable. Well, I guess I will send you here's your early welcome to the Master Race, I suppose.
Really important to our community, probably to each one of ourselves as well. When you talk about library, because I want to dig in on that a little bit more. You know, as we talk about cloud in the wider entertainment industry, there's
damn, yeah,
conversations
exactly.
about streaming.
So
how is that impacting?
Doesn't seem like they're
how
going
I own
anywhere.
My content that I've invested in. So what can we say about our stance around game?
Sounds like PR talk, yeah.
Yeah,
Probably. I
and
mean,
one of
to be fair, this whole thing is basically PR talk.
The highlights for me of
What's up,
being in
Hotendo?
this position was getting to stand on stage when we announced back compat coming to Xbox One. Like, it was fantastic.
That was like the one good thing about that console.
Prompter before I can read it. Slow reader, and just feeling the energy in the auditorium as we were saying that and online. You know, one of the cues I think us as being part.
I feel like games are starting to look better than real life. No, I don't think it's that. It's just I think we've hit a point where like the focus has been so hard on graphics for some reason and like less on the gameplay that like games look incredible, but they're like starting to not play as well as like there's still plenty of games that come out now that like are some of the best feeling games ever, but I feel like, you know, it's nice that they put a focus on graphics, but like we're to a point where they've basically plateaued, and all you can really do is increase like how far out you can see shadows and stuff like that. Like it's hard to get much more realistic than what we already have right now.
Part of Microsoft take is looking.
It's almost over already. Yeah, thank God.
And how
Thank God it's
Windows
almost over.
for decades has maintained software compatibility with things that are built on it. Like, I can still go back and play some of the games that I love playing on Windows from decades ago, and it will still...
Well, that's nice and all, but guess what? I can't go back and play Forza Motorsport 7. Anyway.
Run. And we try to bring that same view to consoles. It's harder in console because the line between what the hardware is and what the game is in consoles is traditionally, it's tighter, which makes compatibility, you end up doing these generational compatibilities that we've built. But I will say compatibility, the ability to not only play the games, but my saves are still there with our cloud save systems to try to keep the services up as long as we can so that people can play, is a tenet of what we are as Xbox. It's at our foundation. And when we look at future hardware generations and what we're going to support, making sure that we respect, which is the word I use, respect the investments that people have made in Xbox going forward is fundamental. And the fact that you get entitlements when you buy a game from us on both Windows and Xbox also means you have the ability to play that game across a multitude of devices, which I think furthers the compatibility of the games that you own.
Okay.
Can we go back to what Xbox stands for today? I think we've pretty much covered all of the elements, but if you could break it down for me.
You know, when
What
you
is
play
Xbox?
on
Okay, here we go.
Xbox,
Final section.
What we're saying is you're playing on a platform where you know the biggest games in the world are always going to be. You're playing on a platform where you get to
not all of
access
them.
Game Pass. And all of the games from our incredible range of studios will always launch in Game Pass.
All consoles should bring back their old games. Well, if you mean like backwards compatibility, I agree.
Day one.
I definitely agree with that.
And you're playing on a platform that's dedicated to you, like
They
player
removed
first feature.
Forza Motorsport 7 because they aren't bothered to renew license. Yeah, that's about what I expected.
Cross-play, cross-save, cross-progression, backwards compatibility, being able to play your games in your library anywhere you want because of the investments that we make in cloud gaming. And so you're playing somewhere where you're investing and you know you get to take the games forward with you and across all of the screens where you are. And I think most importantly, Xbox is a place where you know when you're investing in Xbox, you're investing somewhere that is dedicated to making games more successful and creators more successful so that they can invest more to bring even better experiences to you all of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just that investment in the studios is so, and we feel that as part of First Party with the platform proximity. You know, it's kind of amazing now to look out across all the studios that we've got and just be reminded that we're now one of the biggest development organizations in the industry. What does that mean for players? It means that the biggest games are going to continue to come to Xbox. And this 2024, the year coming up, we've got more than 10 major releases coming up. Great stuff. Hellblade 2. We've got Diablo expansion.
Yes.
We've got Avowed, the Indiana Jones game. And there's more in development, which I think we're going to be able to share more about at our June showcase coming up pretty soon.
Well, I guess I should get ready to work on that show.
All right, yeah, and then, of course, the June showcase.
Well, thank you all for showing up on the podcast.
All righty.
And
Sick. Finally done. I want to see what people are saying in the comments. Thank God. I think my brain melted. That was just the first, like, let's go through the chapters real quick. So, this, it, like, pretty much the first 6.5 minutes were the only bits that mattered. And then I just, like, none of, and then I guess the part about the hardware as well. God, this was slow. Can't believe they announced they're making their games exclusive for the OI. Exactly. Oh, man. According to Tom Warren, it's Sea of Thieves, Grounded, Pentiment, Hi-Fi Rush. This seems to make the most sense to me. Waste of time. Most of it. I wouldn't say the whole thing was a waste of time, but most of it was. Oh, man. Let's see. What's everybody else saying? Yeah, this guy, yeah. The whole, I'm going to like that. The internet blew everything out of proportion. Yeah. What do you know? They're not going third party. And it seems like there's gonna be an Xbox there's gonna be a future generation of Xbox. This is what I'm saying right here. This literally could have been like a Twitter thread. Why did we have to wait so long for this? just for what could have been a Twitter thread. God, whatever. All right, so there we go. We got our answers. They're not going third party. They're going to continue to make hardware. And that's pretty much all we've learned. So, now, let's go to Twitter. Has Fritz said anything? Admitted to be, well, I mean, in the sense of like, yeah, I guess that what I mean by they're not going third party, they're not like giving up on the, that's what I feel like I should clarify that. Although this, yeah, nah, they thought. Let's actually see what people are saying about this. At least you know the answer, yeah, finally. No, everything is on the table and. Not for the, he doesn't. Yeah, okay, so he didn't rule it out in the future, but like for the foreseeable future, which is probably at least the next few years, this isn't happening. So there you go. Let's see, yep. Of course, the Red Dragon is all over this. Yeah, this just, I mean, anybody else think this kind of feels like Cope a little bit? Oh, guys, it doesn't rule out the possibility. It doesn't. Like, yeah, bro. Okay, but it rules out the possibility for the next few years at least. It's actually, I'll check that in a second. All right, yeah, let's check out Xbox Business. Let's see what's trending on Twitter. Those bots are looking stupid now that they sold it. Yeah, exactly. Well, something tells me they didn't, but yeah, you know, kind of blow everything out of proportion. Yeah, I agree with this. Don't take leaks at face value. And I think there's a reason whoever leaked it originally walked it back. And I agree with it. Yep. Obnoxious AF. Yep. I agree. It's fine. Oh.
MBG is melting down.
All right, I'll take a look at that in a second. Yeah, this is what, yeah, unconfirmed, but yeah, I think pretty much everybody. It's definitely I'm not sure about the other two, but come on, Sea of Thieves and Hi-Fi Rush only make sense. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't agree with this, but, you know, a tweet I agree that a tweet definitely would have cut it. A tweet definitely would have cut it. All right, you said MVG is melting down. Let's take a look. Yes, I do. I'm gonna vote on it. Oh, wow, it's actually interesting. I'm gonna mute that. It's actually 50-50 on that poll. Interesting. Yeah, no, now the argument we're going to hear is, oh, well, they never said it couldn't happen in the future. Like, okay, yeah, but they said that it's not part of the game. Like, we know how corporations work. They plan this stuff out years in the future. So Starfield isn't going to show up for a while. Oh, God, what's happening? Say something. There we go.
Oh, man. All right, let me read some super
The salt
chats.
mines are going to be packed. Exactly. I'm going to back it up a few minutes.
To turn this thing over. And it's, like, let's just get down to it. 4 Xbox titles.
Yes, 4 Xbox
that were
titles.
never meant to come to PlayStation 5 or Nintendo Switch are coming to PlayStation 5 and Nintendo Switch. Bill sits there. He says this to you, and he says, but don't think that we're bringing more. What about Starfield? What about Indiana Jones? No, we're not. Not yet. Don't think that this is just...
I don't think he said not yet. Did he? Hold on. I don't... I gotta look this up. Hold on. I don't think he ever said not yet. Of course, I didn't even realize Griffin was live. Just give me the channel. There we go. I don't think they said that.
You are thinking about the future and this concept of live service game.
Was it here?
As we know, game teams put a lot of energy into their announcements. So I won't be talking about the titles specifically, but
Either of those titles are Starfield or Indiana Jones.
they are not Starfield or
Okay, here
Indiana
we go.
Jones.
Not
Well,
Starfield.
what was the criteria in how the team was thinking about
Hold on,
splitting?
let's
Quickly, but
replay
I
that.
think when they come out,
Let's replay this.
it'll make sense.
Can we say if either of those titles are Starfield or Indiana Jones?
They are not Starfield or Indiana Jones.
There you go. They are not Starfield or Indiana Jones. Now, obviously, you know, in the far future, like 6 years from now or something, then, yeah, sure. By then, plans may have changed and they could come over. But he's saying that the games that are coming over, they only have 4 games planned to go to other consoles right now, and neither of them are Starfield or Indiana Jones. So as of right now, Starfield and Indiana Jones are not going multi-platform. Or I guess, you know, not going to... They're multi-platform because they're on PC, but they're not going to PlayStation as of right now.
What the fuck? How dumb? And dude, I'm serious when I say this. How fucking dumb do you have to be to have a company come out and tell you, we're just taking these ones, just these 4 over here, okay?
This is a thumbnail face right here, by the way. Can I just say that?
Don't think anything of it, okay? Shh. Don't think anything of it. Just listen to my words. I'm telling you, it's me, Phil. I'm telling you, don't think that this is going to happen again. We're just taking these 4.
I don't... Did he ever say don't think it's...
Well,
that,
what was
did he ever say that? I don't think he ever said don't think it's going to happen
the
again.
criteria in how
Let's
the
check
team was
this-
thinking
let's check
about
this
selecting
over
those 4
again.
titles?
Let me start a little bit outside of that, and then I'll get to the 4 specific games that we're talking about right now.
Starfield and Indiana Jones may come down the road. Yeah, no, they probably will at some point down the road, but we're talking like the very far future. Like next several years. It's going to be like at least a few years until they come over. They've confirmed 4 games are coming over to PlayStation and possibly the Switch as well, and that Starfield and Indiana Jones are not their games. And then they haven't told us about any other plans to bring any other games over.
Because the fundamental decision driver for any decision that we make, anything we're going to talk about,
I wanna watch
today,
this again,
is the long-term
because-
health of Xbox.
Yes.
That we're running a growing platform that is reaching more players, that our games are having as much success as possible. And I do have a fundamental belief that over the next 5 or 10 years, exclusive games that are exclusive to one piece of hardware,
Yes,
are going to
okay.
be a smaller and smaller part of the game.
Okay, so-
that's not some great insight because
So that's what he said. So he said over the next 5 to 10 years, exclusives aren't going to be as big of a thing in the industry.
And what the biggest games are today, it's a natural place. Whether it's one console and PC, multiple consoles, mobile console and PC, you see big games landing on multiple platforms. And we want to be a great platform for creators that are trying to realize that potential.
Uh-huh.
But now back to the specifics of the question on these four specific titles. We looked at games
Well, let's
that
listen to
are
this very
over a year
carefully.
old. So they've been
So
on
over a
Xbox
year
and
old.
PC for a while.
Yes.
A couple of the games are community-driven games.
A couple are
New
community-driven,
games,
yes.
Like kind of first iterations of a franchise that have reached their full potential, I'd say, on Xbox and PC. There's always growth. Franchises that we obviously want to continue to invest in. Part of having the ability to continue to invest is that the businesses behind those franchises continue. We think it's important that these service-based games that have communities behind them, that they can have confidence that they're going to exist in the future. So two of them, kind of community-driven games that will end up on other platforms and give us the ability to continue to invest in them. We think that's great for the business and great for the communities, more players to play with.
Yes.
I'd say 2 of the other games are smaller games that were never really meant to be built as kind of platform exclusives and all the fanfare that goes around that. But games that our teams really wanted to go build, that we love supporting creators.
Yeah, Hi-Fi Rush and Sea of Thieves are like guaranteed. If it's not both of those, I will be shocked.
Across our studios, regardless of size. And as they've realized their full potential on Xbox and PC, we see an opportunity to utilize the other platforms as a place to just drive more business value out of those games, allowing us to invest in maybe future iterations of those, so sequels to those, or just other games like that in our portfolio. And when we don't damage Xbox and we can grow our business using what other platforms have and to help us with that, we're going to do that. And that's really the story behind these 4 games. And last thing I'll say, looking forward, I think there is an interesting story for us of introducing Xbox franchises to players on other platforms to get them more interested in Xbox.
Okay.
I think there's a good brand value for Xbox there. So 4 games, no promise beyond that. So if you're on those other platforms and you see these 4 games coming, please don't take it as some signal that everything's coming. It's not. And we're going to learn.
So
all right, there you go. That's exactly what he said. 4 games, nothing guaranteed beyond that. There you go. That's it. 4 games are coming. Everything else, not guaranteed.
Okay, we're gonna move them over. All right, so I'm gonna be fine. You'd have to be a fucking idiot. Like I'm not even kidding. Like, you'd have to be the dumbest of dumb to actually think that.
Hello.
Microsoft.
Hey, it's Caden.
Oh,
He's
God.
here.
I'm about to start collecting felonies like Pokemon cards if this fucking wind doesn't stop.
Oh yeah, Caden has a very big issue with the wind at his school.
Dude, this is like the thing that makes me irrationally angry.
Well, there's a lot of things that make you irrationally angry, but
No, this makes me. This is like actual anger. This is not like frustration. Like this is actually I want to throw hands, but I can't fight the wind.
oh dear. More so than the ponies want to throw hands at Microsoft because guess what? They're not actually they're not stopping making consoles or anything, as they just confirmed.
Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
I mean, I don't even know how that rumor started. I'm not gonna lie.
Because Twitter.
Brain rot.
Yeah, how else would it have started?
Dude, I swear to God,
One rumor came out, and then everybody ran with it, and then blew it out of proportion, and then like all of it turned out to be wrong for the most part.
Across every person who uses Twitter, like between all of them, between I assume the millions and millions of people, there is one single brain cell between all of them.
Yep. They're all playing. They're all playing hot potato with it.
There was one brain cell between a lot of them, and they fucking lost it, and that's why we have this.
I want to see because even like people in his own chat are like saying, "Dude, calm down." I just want to see what's happening right now. As soon as these unskippable ads pass, I need to get premium. I'm going to buy premium right after the stream ends.
Sure.
I'm going to buy YouTube Premium right after the stream ends.
It's such a scam. I'm pretty sure they don't even have
Yeah.
like a student discount.
I know, but I need to
work again. Ad blockers work again.
Tim Despairbear saying this seems like Xbox
My
and
ad blocker
third-party
works
is trying to
anyway.
look the least bad as possible. We have cross progression.
Xbox Era started the rumor. Yeah, that was who started it originally, right?
Oh, so it was an Xbox.
Yeah, it was like an Xbox
Yeah,
News
I
account that started the rumor.
Wow,
I
that's
think.
crazy.
I don't think they intended for it to
Fascinates me about
explode
is
that
like,
much, though.
again, they just announced that they're going multi-platform, and people are saying they're not. And it's like I don't.
Well, I mean, they are
Or, like,
multi-platform, and so is
third-party.
PlayStation.
Yeah.
Like
They
to be
are
clear,
already
Microsoft was already multi-platform with PC. But they're
Am I
going
in a
third-party,
Discord
like,
call?
they're
Yes,
going
I
to
am.
rival consoles. They just announced, hey, 4 games. We're going there. You know.
Yeah, four games are going to the other consoles.
I don't know, man. I just look at the end.
And
of
then
the
nothing
day,
else is guaranteed.
Believe what you want to believe. That's all. I know.
I believe Phil. I believe our Lord and
People
Savior
idiots
Phil
and shit.
Spender.
I
No.
get it. I'm worked up. You know how it goes. I'm sure this will be clipped to fucking oblivion.
Oh yeah,
We all
well,
know how it goes. But in all seriousness, believe what you want.
absolutely.
To believe.
I'm going to be
I'm
clipping
choosing
this whenever
not
the
to
stream's
believe what
done.
Phil Spencer's saying. And the reason why I'm choosing not to believe what Phil Spencer's saying is very simple. Phil Spencer has said many things over the course of the past 10 years where he's either turned out to be like, if he wasn't directly lying, the plans changed, right? It's always.
Welcome to consoles. Welcome to
Yeah.
companies.
The Verge is
Welcome
reporting
to life.
many-
You mean
Stuff changes.
you mean to tell me you can't trust the CEO of a billion-dollar corporation to change their plans?
Yeah.
Real, this is this
almost
is
like
truly
that's-
fascinating information.
It's almost like that's just how life works as well. Stuff changes. It's like
ever
womp
seen.
womp, cry about it. I don't know what to tell you, man.
And if you are truly willing to just, after watching this 20-minute thing that they just crapped out, if you're truly willing to just say, you know what, all is well. That's fine.
Yeah.
To be clear,
I
don't
mean,
have a problem with
yeah,
that.
but I don't think anything's wrong.
If you're cool
It-
with that, that's cool.
I mean, I don't think it was very
Around
good,
and
but
try to make it sound like people were wrong. I mean, maybe some. I mean, to be fair, maybe some people.
yes, there were a lot of people who were wrong. Yes, yes, there were a lot of people who were wrong.
AKA
I
all
thought that
of
was
them.
way too extreme. But if you're gonna come out here and try to like parade this around like somehow Microsoft just fucking they did it, but like you are going to regret that in the future. Like you are, because it's so it cannot. They did it. They literally did it. They said it themselves.
What did
No,
they
they-
say?
Games.
Wait, hold on.
Growth, healthy Xbox.
Yeah,
34 million Game Pass subscribers.
yeah, they
right?
said
It's
all
like,
that. Yes.
Come on, man. If you really are going to sit there and say it's only 4, you're in for a rude awakening in the future.
For now, it's only 4.
Like you
Yeah,
are
they
in
never
for-
said-
That's literally Phil literally said. Let me pull it back up again. He said it's 4 games for now, and don't take this as a sign that like everything is going to come over.
On other
It's not nothing else. Here, watch this.
to get them more interested in Xbox. We think there's a good brand value for Xbox there. So 4 games, no promise beyond that. So if you're on those other platforms and you see these 4 games coming, please don't take it as some signal that everything's coming. It's not. And we're going to learn.
See, he says it right there. It's not.
Yeah.
These 4 games coming are not a signal that everything is coming over.
You know what?
There you go. You said it right there.
Maybe I'll turn it around. Maybe you know what? No. Maybe I will just completely turn my whole demeanor around.
Oh God, what did we just come back to?
Yeah, they're not. No, they're not going third party. No. Hold on now. Hold on. Maybe these guys are right.
Well, by
Maybe they're
definition,
right.
they already are, and so is PlayStation.
It's just going to be
Literally,
this-
Nintendo is the only non-third party.
And PlayStation fans
publisher
is out
anymore.
there fucking coping and hoping, and it's not happening. Yeah. No, that actually, I think that makes more sense. It does. It does.
He's coping. Yeah, you can tell he's mad.
I think.
I don't know why he's so mad, but
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Like what? Even his own look at this. Even his own. You guys can't see it because my icon's in the way. Even his own members are saying he's smoking that copium.
Damn. Hold on, I did do some.
Even his own members.
I forgot about
Hold this. Dude, his own members are roasting him.
Hold on. Bring it up.
I mean, that would explain why he's changing color.
It's pretty funny. The members are like roasting him, but then like the non-members are agreeing with him. Yes, MBG is very salty, Rogue. Yes, quite.
Yo, I'm not even kidding. I can't find it.
All right, sick. You know what? Let's go back to
Nothing burger, no.
Oh, okay, here
Starving.
it is.
Left empty from
My-
this. Damn. That's in his chat.
He's just he wanted Starfield. He was upset that he's upset that it's Sea of Thieves and Hi-Fi Rush. He wanted Starfield. You can tell. So hold on. I want to just go back.
Xbox. We want to talk about
Starfield
game exclusivity.
was bad, right?
We
I
want
don't
to talk
know.
about Activision Blizzard now that they're part of our portfolio.
What did Phil said? Or what did Phil say? Let's play it again.
On other platforms,
This is what Phil
they're
said.
More interested in Xbox. We think there's a good brand value for Xbox there. So 4 games, no promise beyond that. So if you're on those other platforms and you see these 4 games coming, please don't take it as some signal.
So yes, he didn't say it's not possible, but he also said there's no promise beyond these 4 games.
He's basically saying we'll see what happens. And then
So
go
the
from
way
there.
I take that is they're I'm looking super far into the future. They'll probably I bet they're going to continue this strategy for their future games where it's like they're for like smaller stuff like Hi-Fi Rush or like they did it with Ori as well. You wait like a year and then you put it on the other consoles to get the extra money out of that. And then for games that are dependent on the community like Sea of Thieves, you let them hit their full potential on Xbox and PC. And then since Sea of Thieves is almost 6 years old, it's basically already peaked on Xbox and PC. So there's really no reason to not bring it to PS5 now.
Mhm.
That's how I see it. I don't know if anybody agrees or disagrees. That's how I see it.
And we want to talk
Elbozo.
about hardware too.
Elbozo.
And all of this fits into the strategy at Xbox. So where should we start, Phil?
Well, when we originally...
I want to see his live reaction.
Starting back in December. I think we probably would have started with Activision.
Wish you luck. Good luck, Sarter.
Maybe talked a little bit about the exclusivity with some of the news coming up, and then hardware. But we've had some unforeseen news.
Dude, look at this. Look at this face. you could. He thought they were gonna say, "Oh, we're not doing consoles anymore," and all the games are coming over.
Come out. So let's just go and tackle the exclusivity question because I know it's on the minds of a lot of people. We hear from the community, and that's
it makes sense at this point. Yeah,
for us.
It do.
So we made the decision that we're going to take 4 games to the other consoles. Just 4 games.
Just 4.
Not a change.
Just
to our
4.
Kind of
yes.
Fundamental exclusive strategy. It is. We're making these decisions for some specific reasons. We make every decision really with the long-term health of Xbox in mind.
No, there's no.
And long-term health of Xbox means a growing platform.
Dude, look at this. Dude, you're at what are you
doing? What?
They're putting 4 games on other consoles.
Platform for creators, reaching as many players as we can.
Well, guys, Xbox had a good run, but they're putting 4 games on the platform.
they're putting 2 of which are single player games, most likely. It's done. It's over.
Xbox was good.
It was a good run.
Microsoft as a whole.
In fact, you know what? Let me go to my Xbox app. Just delete everything.
Yeah.
I'm installing Linux. I can't associate with Microsoft anymore.
Yeah, Microsoft as a whole is going to die from this one decision.
You haven't seen him this. Let's go back to his live reaction. I'll go back and clip it. I swear to God, Kraft. I don't even eat Kraft.
Dude, get an ad blocker. They work again.
To make more money on
did they go back on it?
I don't know if they went back on it, but mine works again.
Beyond Xbox.
Yeah, I should probably just get Opera.
PS5 and Switch. Phil Spencer also teases.
Speaking of which, Opera sponsor me.
Xbox hardware. I'm assuming that has to do with the handheld type stuff. And I quiz him about all the posts on X he keeps liking about the Xbox handheld. We also touch on regulatory. All right, so.
Yes, quite.
It's a lot. Why is publishing more games on multiple?
Why do people hate Xbox so much? It's not even most people. It's just people like that. I mean, just look at the posters he has in the background, and that is kind of self-explanatory.
I don't think I could read this.
I feel like
I would have to. If the goal is more people playing games and more people discovering them, why just these 4 games and not more? You say you want to learn from these, but surely if they're hugely successful,
some dumbass in his chat was saying Phil just basically confirmed they're going full third party in the future. No, he literally said they're only doing 4 games.
Well, I mean, if we're talking third part, like all of them are technically, except Nintendo, everybody's technically third party.
Xbox branded games, and we want to see
it's Vanguard.
Because
I saw him in the chat.
And doing the development work to
chat.
bring them to new platforms is real work. We want to make sure that the return makes sense. We want to make sure the audience that's there has an appetite. Maybe they don't. We'll also watch what happens on Xbox as well. Our goal would be that the communities of those games grow. They grow and they thrive, but we'll see what happens. We take the games that launched originally on Xbox and PC and bring them over to other consoles and closed platforms. We don't know. We've done it a couple. See, and then he just mentioned some other past games like Not Steam and whatnot. There's something really.
This guy said Reforge is going even crazy. You know what? Let's see it. Just because MVG is boring. Apparently, Reforge. That guy said, "Stop!" My God. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna download Opera after the stream. Dear God Almighty. God, this is annoying. All right, whatever.
Oh my God, you get even worse than.
Yeah, I get. At least I can skip it. Whatever. Let's see what's going on.
To be very clear, I fully support their vision.
Oh no, he's got J-Dub on.
Right, so
oh no.
Moves for the long term.
You've got to be. He has J-Dub. You have got to be kidding me.
Crap. And I'm going to keep it family friendly as the best I can.
Nothing burger is.
Well, not even a nothing burger. Oh, only 4 games. Oh, but don't.
Why are they so mad?
Signal that it's going to happen. More games are going to come. BS. Everybody's going to take that as a signal that more games are also on the table. And
obviously, yeah, they're on the table, but nothing's guaranteed.
Well, that's fun. That's just delusional if you're taking it as a sign that all the games are going to go.
And it's not Indiana Jones. I could care less. because there's a huge catalog, and Xbox fans, in my opinion, they didn't get the value trade-off, right?
Well, so why are you so mad if you don't care?
This is great for gamers.
Why do you sound like you're upset?
Like the die-hard Xbox fanboys out there, what do they get out of this? And
well, Microsoft doesn't care about the die-hard Xbox fanboys.
Yeah,
mainly because there's like 5 of them. But yeah. Is that for GX good? I don't know. It depends on if they want to slide into my email. No, I'm kidding. Caden uses it. I'm assuming it is. It has a built-in ad blocker, so that's nice.
Should, as an industry, ever rule out a game going to any other platform. So that begs the question. For one, there's 4 games that are coming, and those won't be the end-all, be-all. We know there's going to be more. They
probably.
Spent,
what, minutes just probably like a long ass time, like years from now.
They let this stuff fester for about a month, where they could easily just did a blog post on Xbox.com.
It was not a month. They let this fester for like. Granted, it was almost 2 weeks, but it wasn't a month. What are you talking about?
Guys, right? And just kind of come out and just say exactly what it is, or hey, these are just some of our older games or our smaller games we decided to share. No harm, no foul. But that leads to something else. It's something that's bigger, right? And that, my worst fear was that they were going to come out here and slowly pull the Band-Aid off, but not totally rip it off. And that's going to lead. Guess what? There's going to be a huge cloud over Xbox this year.
I mean, there always is, to be fair. All right.
Yeah.
I'll check that out more later. I don't want to just keep watching that. I'll check it out on my own later on. Ugh. God. Alrighty.
Wow. Yeah, they definitely don't care. That's why they're so much.
Don't care. Nope. Don't
care. The thing is, like, so he said
care.
something. He said something. One of the guys said something about like, what do Xbox fanboys get out of this?
Who cares?
Like, who cares? First of all, and second of all, like, I don't know. I mean, I feel like, you don't lose anything, really. It's not like I mean, again, you're not losing access to the games just because they're going multi-plat.
That Jada was just in that call. Let's see if he said anything. Yeah, no. So this is the main thing people are talking about. He didn't like completely rule it out. I don't think we should, as an industry, should ever rule out a game going to another platform. But people are taking this and acting like he's saying, "Oh, yeah, they will." Like in a year from now, it's gonna happen.
This is literally just a classic. Like, I mean, it's hard to say what happens in the future. He's literally just saying we don't know what's going to happen in the future. It's impossible to completely predict.
People are. This is literally. They're repeating the rumor thing all over again. People took the rumor and said, "Oh, Xbox is going full third party. Like all the games are going to PlayStation or whatever. They're going to stop making consoles." And they're doing the same thing here, where they're taking this one quote where he says, "Oh, well, you know, exclusives are going to be less prevalent in the future, probably." And they're taking that and they're immediately jumping to, "Oh, Starfield is coming to PS5 in like a year or two."
They're taking it as complete and absolute like confirmation of something that he never even said.
God, did we not just look? We literally just watched this where they confirmed that most of the stuff that was said was just rumors that didn't actually mean anything. And now we're jumping on this one quote and doing it again.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, he even said in the rest of it, hold on if you want to scroll back up for just a second. He even says in the rest of it there in that second, I don't want to create a false expectation on those other platforms that this is like a dam's going to open and everything else is coming. That's not the plan today. So, like, he's even saying that probably not. But people are saying probably yes.
This whole update was a massive nothing burger? Yeah, because it confirmed what any rational person already knew.
It was about rumors that didn't have any substance to them, so of course it was a nothing burger.
Like, the only part of the rumor that had any substance was that, yeah, there are games that are made by Xbox that are going to other platforms. But the original rumor was Starfield and Indiana Jones, and that's not even what's happening. Mm-hmm. They said that they literally just confirmed in this update that those are 2 of the games that are not going to happen.
And then people are like, yes.
God, all right. You want to say something? Because holy crap. All right, say it, Red. Say it.
Do it.
Do it. Say it. Oh, man, I just want to see.
You really want clicks.
Yeah, there's Monley.
Wait, so what I'm also sort of not understanding is like when people
Is it, dude? Everybody's saying it'll never stop.
like what I'm wondering is do people want the I thought like weren't PlayStation like fanboys completely dunking on like Starfield and
Yeah, no,
aren't they
and then
so
and
why
then
do
when
they
the
want these
and
games
then,
to
yeah,
come
no,
to
exactly,
PS4? Why do they
and then
want this?
when the rumors came out, they got excited about it.
What? Weren't you shitting on these games for like an entire month?
Yeah,
Why
because
do
they
you
were
want
exclusive
these
to
come
Xbox. Because they weren't on PlayStation, and then once they
That's
could be on PlayStation, then
Of course, they're only bad because they're on Xbox. But of
yeah,
course.
why don't people listen? I don't know. I do not know. Like, guys, let's stop blowing the. I'm not even saying I don't want the games to. I think it would be great if like Starfield came to PlayStation, but like, can we chill the hell out?
Yeah, any rational person doesn't care one way or another.
Can we calm down? We just got off a bandwagon of rumors, and most of which were false, and now we're taking this one quote and making more and now we're taking this one quote saying that exclusives are going to be less prevalent in the future, and saying that that means automatically that Starfield is going to come to PlayStation in the future.
Well, it's you got to have a part 2 for the drama, the clickbait rumor.
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
You got to have
God.
part 2. Drive those clicks.
Christ, all right.
Oh man.
Let's just see what everybody else. God. All right, so Jada was just. Yeah, of course, the 4th Starfield and Indie could. Dude, everything is on the table.
Yeah, look, nowhere in his words did he say Starfield and Indiana Jones would come to other platforms. He said he would leave it up and never rule it out, but they're not working on it. Yeah, so even the top.
No, they never. He never said. No, he didn't say they wouldn't come. He just said that they're not part of this, and that you shouldn't like these 4 games coming are not a guarantee of anything else.
Oh man.
Oh man.
I took a mechanics exam earlier, and I felt pretty fucking dumb like the entire time. But at least I'm not this.
Yeah, no,
just
join this.
assholes.
Yeah.
Dude, if I joined that interview, I'd be the smartest person in there.
Seriously.
If I were to like take into that video call, I'd be the smartest one there.
Pretty much. Yeah, I'm just gonna play the clip again. You already know what it is.
Oh, scary. Shiver me timbers.
Shut up, man.
It's not even very relevant. I just think it's funny.
Shut up, man.
Yeah, mainly the last part. Shut up, man.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Indiana Jones might come to PlayStation in like 8 years. Shut up, man.
Shut up, man.
It's so good.
That fits.
It's just people need to relax, okay?
Why are you getting your own live? Right?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Who cares?
What?
But seriously, just shut up, man. Just calm down, okay? There's no guarantee. Like they didn't even announce which 4 games were coming. They just said it wouldn't be Starfield or Indiana Jones. I mean, we know Sea of Thieves is definitely going to be one of them, but they haven't confirmed it yet.
Yeah.
So it's like, let's calm down. Nothing has been confirmed. Obviously, things could change in the future because that's how the future works.
Yeah, exactly.
And if Starfield does end up coming to PlayStation, then great. If it doesn't, then you all look like a bunch of idiots.
Yeah.
People are too quick to take rumors at face value. Exactly. That's how this whole thing started. That is literally the reason this interview even had to happen in the first place. Was because the rumors were way out of hand. Whatever. All right. I'm going to bounce, I think. This was good. I just wanted to stream my live reaction. Caden, thank you for popping in at the end. I gotta grab clips of stuff and gather my final thoughts. I'm probably going to write some notes down and stuff. And, I'll probably have a video out on Saturday. Probably, maybe. Also, I'm going to have a video up right after the stream ends. So, go watch that. Anyway, thank you all so much for being here. And I will see you all tomorrow for the Salt stream. Bye-bye!